All right, no table is safe outside of Highmark Stadium because this crowd is loud and this crowd is ready for a ball game. We're just outside of Buffalo in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Buffalo Bills. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
This is Irving on second. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's brought in downfield by Otten. It's a race down the right side. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers take a 6-0 lead right away. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends.
Oh, and it's no good. So an early hiccup after the touchdown as the score will stay at 6-zip. Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen taken right to the air. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Going right back to Kincaid, complete. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that makes it 2nd and goal. Allen gonna throw again. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills find an answer with their opening drive. Knock this through, and they'll take a lead into the break. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills literally won up that opening touchdown drive, huh? As they take a 7-6 lead here. Bass now to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Baker now. This is hauled in by on the right side. He's off to the races. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our 1st quarter. It's an early lead for the Bills. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Ready to go with our 2nd quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. On the give, this is Irving. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
All right, here we go, Brock. Todd Bowles believing in his offense. They're going for 2. Mayfield's going to look to throw this. Into a crowd, and intercepted! Picked off by Tre'Davious White. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him on the crossing route. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills take the lead on the first play of the drive.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills take a slim 2-point lead. Bass now to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down. Pressure coming, Baker. That's complete, Mike Evans. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
First down, here's Baker. Blitz is there, and he goes down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd. Play fake, it's Mayfield. Throwing the out route complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. So that's going to take us, Brock, to our 2-minute warning of this first half. More from Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Mayfield set to pass. And the Bills get to him. He's brought down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
That's Evans making the catch outright. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Got a man. This is Evans. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the red zone now. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers get some late points and the lead. Mike Evans with the touchdown. All right, here we go, Brock. Todd Bowles believing in his offense. They're going for two. They want to run it across. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Allen. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, Allen. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw again, it's Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And this one does not go far. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Going right back to Kincaid, complete. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Again, Allen to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to be set up with 1st and goal as this goes out of bounds, Brock, at the 3-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
To the air again, Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take the lead just before halftime. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Bass now to kick this away. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And he's going to head out of bounds on the return. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Baker now off the play fake. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Trying to find Mike Evans with that throw. So second down coming up. Looking to throw. That's brought in downfield by Otten. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Pressure coming, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Bills have a first down. Blitz coming here, Allen. As his go-to, it's Kincaid. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
All set to go now from the 35. Allen gonna throw again. And this time they're gonna get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're gonna be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down. The Bills are gonna go ahead and call their first time out, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Left side into the hands of Shakir. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow the lead coming out of halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game. Bass now to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Mayfield with a blitz coming. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already in enemy territory. First and 10. Here's Mayfield. He puts some juice on a deep throw. He's got it inside the 10. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers start the second half with some needed points. Mike Evans with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of the field open or close? Do I got a single high or two high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
All right, here we go, Brock. Todd Bowles believing in his offense. They're going for 2. Mayfield's going to look to throw this. And he will get into the end zone. That's going to cut the lead down to just 2. Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown doesn't mean you don't go right back to that well. I love it.
On the return, here's Ray Davis. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Finds Kincaid. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw now, Allen. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
First down from the 42. Now Allen. Still has some space inside the 35. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Buffalo first. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Throwing here, Allen. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll dive for a little extra yardage, and he's down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Well, after a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills push this to an 8-point game. Dalton Kincaid with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Bass now to kick this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's Baker. Knocked away. That's going to be incomplete. Defender there. That brings up 2nd down.
Such a big part of that breakup, Kate, or any breakup as a corner, is your positioning relative to the target and really the timing of it all. You could be in the right spot, but if you don't time it, that ball is still caught at this league. That corner played that one nearly perfectly.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Baker. Finds a seam down the middle. And this one will get them into enemy territory. Hit and stopped quickly, but the catch moves them to the 48. A pickup of 17. And the Bucs have the 1st. Mayfield to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. So it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Connects on the crosser. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Mayfield. Trying to push deep downfield. Somebody there, and he knocks it away. Couldn't connect for it all on that first down, so back to the drawing board they go for second. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Baker throwing again. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
Need a touchdown and a field goal. Looks like they want the tougher part first. The offense going for it on 4th down. Desperation time here. And this one swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully, and now they turn it over on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. Has some daylight through the 40. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They're going to pass it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. As his go-to, it's Kincaid. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And it was a game for fans of high. Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Dallas Cowboys and the Buffalo Bills. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground with Williams, who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's Pickens on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Dallas first down. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. From the gun is Prescott. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. And the Bills get to him. Down he goes. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Well, we're already seeing his legs going to be a factor in this contest. But I'll tell you what, Kate, if pressure's going to be on him like that, he's going to have to put his running back cape on and really use his ability to escape and keep things moving forward.
They're going for it. Here's Prescott. And they got home, sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Coaches challenged him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
First down from the 42. Allen comes down throwing. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility, get outside the pocket, and find that open man.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Blitz coming here, Allen. Short pass brought in. Running in the red zone. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Bills have a first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, well, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. To throw again, it's Allen. This finds Cooks, complete. And he's going to be touchdown right at the line, so no gain on the play. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About to begin the 2nd here, the Bills definitely thinking points. Allen on 3rd down. Brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense in the hurry up here. Ahead of 4th down, officials stepping in here, a timeout call. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Allen gonna throw again. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get the game's first points here in the 2nd. It's a James Cook touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock, getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown. Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. Bass now to kick this away. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And he crawls to the 15 before they stop him. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. 1st down, here's Dak. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Dak. And the Bills get to him. He's brought down. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game. It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again. Finds him on the slant. And he is persuaded to go out of bounds just as he gets this up past the 30-yard line. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26. Just excellent effort on that catch, and a lightning-quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Dak out of the pistol. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20. I'm not sure, Kate. I'm not sure. You're not sure. Everyone in the building is not sure how you can lose the biggest eligible receiver on the field, but that's exactly what the defense just did. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the pistol, Prescott. This is complete to Ferguson, out left. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys earn the chance to tie it before halftime.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field with your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Ty Johnson now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he has it all the way inside the opposing 40.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Going right back to Kincaid, complete. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. To the air again, Allen. Catch made. And in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take the lead just before halftime. Dalton Kincaid with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker. Bass now to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Dak off the play fake. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Prescott. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
He'll throw it. Look at that power, deep left side. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
One last play before the break. Looking to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Back to throw now, Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Okay, this defense finally said enough, ripped up that script. They have seen him be way too productive. Time to start fighting him for every single throw.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Back to the air, Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. That is exactly why you rally to the football. He got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
You know, Kay, that is the epitome of trust right there. Right? When the ball is let out of his hands, I think everybody on the sidelines in the stadium went, because he threw it in double coverage. And you may question the decision, but it's tough to challenge it when it produces results like that.
To the air on 3rd and long. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. They get 23 on that one. And the Bills have a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Again, Allen to the air. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys have the football back just shy of the midfield stripe. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
2nd and 3 now. Dak now from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Dak to the air here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Back to throw it. He's got it, complete to Pickens. There it is, touchdown Dallas. The Cowboys start the second half with some needed points. George Pickens, the touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, the big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Johnson now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys take over after returning it inside the red zone. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Prescott with a blitz coming. Short pass brought in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. George Pickens, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that 2nd one far bigger than his 1st when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the 2nd half and puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. First down throw for Allen. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target. And it sets up 2nd down. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down. Allen gonna throw again. As his go-to, it's Kincaid. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. All set to go now from the 35. To throw again, it's Allen. Gets this to Kincaid. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense holds, Brock. They catch him at the 4. He only gets back to that line of scrimmage.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And this is going to be a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills now trailed by just a point in the 4th. It's a James Cook touchdown, his 2nd scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. A costly unforced error, and they get flagged for roughing the kicker. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. 1st and 10. Working from the pistol, Prescott. Screen here for Williams. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Cowboys with a little more work to do to win it here. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He'll look to throw it. It's Pickens on the slant. Rolling into enemy territory. Again, he's got room. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys have taken the lead late. George Pickens the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, did they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And they are finally able to get to him and touch him down, but damage already done as they pick up that 1st down.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends in this league have become just an X factor. Right, they're big, they can block at the line of scrimmage, but the elite guys, well, they've got that speed, and they can take something short and make a difference with it down the field.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Setting up to pass. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's taken down at the 30. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Wary of the clock here, Brock, but at least all their timeouts are still available. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Going right back to Kincaid, complete. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their 1st timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. To the air again, Allen. It's inside the 10. And he gets them the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead.
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
They're lining up for 2. This is for the lead and potentially the win. Allen looking to throw this. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Donovan Wilson picks it off. Well, you told me this before, Brock. That decision, all about the math right there. 2-point lead doesn't do them much good. They wanted the field goal difference, but instead, the lead stays at 1.
Yeah, it's about math and it's about time, because we're in the final frame of this game, unless we go to overtime, and I don't think you and I would mind that too much.
Nope.
Now it's all about getting a stop here, and their defense has no margin for error. Got to keep them out of field goal range now.
And this kick is brought in by the Cowboys, and that should be enough to secure them this win. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Walking the tightrope there, but he makes the grab in bounds.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Highmark Stadium, just south of downtown Buffalo. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills and themselves. And we are underway in Buffalo. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start it.